Now, commuters often speak about the struggles they face when taking taxis to work and anywhere, really. Tshepiso Shongwe got behind the wheel in order to help out desperate commuters this week, and a video of her driving has since gone viral on the net. Before we speak to her, let's take a look at what happened.
At least. Don't about my let's
Look at you, Tshepiso. I mean, I would never have done something like that. Tell us exactly how you got behind that wheel in the first place.
Actually, what happened is once after he was pepper sprayed by the metro, we actually got out of the taxi. We walked further down to try and connect to another taxi, only to find that the driver wanted us to pay. And we told him it's a connection, so we can't pay. So I had to tell the ladies, we have to go back up and speak to the driver. Either he gets us another taxi. But by the time we got there, he was face down, lying in the taxi, and his eyes were burning. And he couldn't even see. And he just said, is there somebody who can drive the taxi so that we can all get to MTN? Because he also needed to be at the rank as well. And everybody, there were two guys and they were like, oh. So I just said, okay, let's go. Yeah. I just took my bag, put it down, took my shoes off, and we went.
How did it feel? Because it didn't look like that taxi was one of the newest ones on the streets. Believe me, that clutch must have been really hard as well.
Yes, it was. I told him, the clutch, I cannot maneuver the clutch. And he's like, don't worry, I'm going to assist you. But after a while, I just got a hang of it, and then we started moving. And then everybody was comfortable, because I had to make sure that the ladies behind me are comfortable so that they can now see that, okay, it's fine. We're moving forward now.
Did you have to make any stops along the way? Did you just go straight?
I had to, especially when we were facing up to Carlton Center. And I'm thinking, oh, now they're going to be short left, stop sign, commission. I'm like, I don't know these streets. You just say short left, or after Roberts, then we try to stop, and then you get off, and then we keep it moving.
And of course, the city is so busy all the time. Yes. I see him stretching over to help you as well. How were people feeling at the back watching you do this? It sounds like they were cheering you along as well.
Yes, they were. I think that's when I started feeling comfortable. Like, okay, they are comfortable as well. Let's just keep moving. Because the one lady did say, I'm going to be late. I'm just thankful that we are now going to get to North, because it was going to be a long walk from Faraday to the ring. So we just...
And tell me what goes through your mind now, because you're driving this taxi that is, I'm sure it didn't have a power steering as well. So you probably have to turn it. It's a hard steering. The clutch is a problem. You have people in the back. You go into superhero mode, basically.
Definitely, I had to. I just had to. All I was thinking, let's just get to MTN, because everybody was staring. Even other drivers were staring, because I think they were a bit surprised. What's going on here? This lady, is she a taxi driver? Yeah. People were just confused, but a lot of people were like, okay, what's going on? And they were laughing and until we got to the ring.
And then I actually saw in one of the part of the visuals that there's a police officer in front of you.
Yes, the police officer saw. I thought, I'm going to assume he thought I was a taxi driver, because he saw me and he's like, are you okay? I'm like, yes, we are okay. And after that,
while you were doing such a good job driving, you didn't see any need to stop you or pull you over. So there's been lots of reaction to this on social media. Yes. I mean, what are the responses you've been getting?
I think mostly it's because people have gone through, not necessarily driven a taxi, but the challenges of going to work, taxis being stopped and the state of our taxis as well, a lot of people can relate to a specific or the events that went on that video. So.
Now that you're a taxi driver, because basically you are, what advice do you have for taxi drivers who are, not all of them, sometimes very unruly on the roads?
They need to consider passengers. Can they please look after us as well? When we go to work, they need to realize that they are carrying precious cargo, so they need to be considerate when it comes to us. This situation could have easily been avoided had he just stayed in the lane that he was supposed to be in, and then we were just going to be okay. He just changed lanes and things went south.
Yeah. Now, you got to the taxi rank, and then what happens? You hand it over to him.
I hand over the keys, and it was business as usual. I just went about my business and went to work.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, and I hope that you got a hold of the taxi owner so he pays you for that day, or in fact he should give you free rides for the rest of the year.
Thank you very
Thanks so much for that. Appreciate your time, Tshepiso Shongwe. She's actually a superhero taxi driver. That's what we're going to call her here on Live at 5.